Previously, we've done this screen, and now let's start working on this screen. To make things simple, we're gonna separate each piece to component. For example, this is a component and we're gonna name it user avatar. And here is another component, is just a circle with arrow. And after we finish this component and this component, we're gonna wrap them inside one component and name it header. Then it's just a simple text. And here also we got here a component, let's name it social, and another component here, let's name it send button. And then we're gonna merge them together to create this section component and render it 5 times. So we're gonna separate them to components, and in this screen you're gonna master creating circles. So first let's start with this user avatar. So let's go to our code, and inside src let's create components folder, components, and inside it we're gonna create our first component, user avatar.tsx, and we're gonna use this snippet rnfes to create a functional component. Now what we got here? We got here just image with height 32 and width 32, and it's round, so we have to give it a border radius the half of them. So we're gonna just import our image from React Native image, and we're gonna just render this image, and we're gonna give it this styling, style equals to styles.avatar, and inside this avatar we're gonna add the following: the height is 32, width is 32, and the border radius, because we want to make it round, we're gonna give it the half of height and width. So there is 32, we're gonna make it 16 because 16 is the half of 32. And we're gonna add to our image any URL. So we're gonna give it source URI to give it a source from the internet. Let's select any image from the internet. So here let's just type Garfield. Let's select any image of Garfield. For example, let's select this. Let's open it a new tab and get the URL of it, and just go here and pass it here inside source URI. And just let's press save and see. Oops, we forgot to render our new screen. So let's just create a new screen. Let's name it contact us screen.tsx, and let's create a functional component rnfes to create it here, and let's go to our app.tsx and render it here instead of this intro screen. So contact us screen. So here's our contact us screen. Now let's go to it and render our user avatar component. So user avatar component. Let's just give some margin top here. So style margin top. Let's make it, for example, just for now, for testing, 15. And here we got here our user avatar. Let's try to select another image because this image has a background white. Let's try to select another image with background another color to show you the circle. Okay, so let's, for example, let's select this image. So let's press open a new link and get the URL of it and paste it here inside this URI. Now here's our user avatar, how it's locked. But we got here a thing. If you see here, you're gonna notice that we got an issue with these values. Those values 32 are not responsive. For example, if you try to display this logo in bigger devices, the sizes are gonna be smaller. And if you try to add those pixels in small devices, the size is gonna be bigger. So we want to make those 32 and 16 responsive. And as you've learned before, we're gonna use some responsive techniques in building those screens. And we've learned before how to use some responsive techniques and how to use React Native size matters. So let's go and install this library, React Native size matters. Let's select this option and let's install this library. Let's just copy this command and go to our code editor and just paste it here and press enter. Now our package is installed. Let's go and use it. Instead of this 32, we're gonna wrap it inside scale. You can import this scale for React Native size matters. This is a shortcut for scale. And this also 32, we're gonna put it inside scale. And this 16, we're gonna put it also inside scale. This is 16 is the half of height and width to make our component is a circle. You can make it 16, I mean the half, or more than this. For example, 1000, 100, whatever you want. The most important thing, the border radius must be above the half of height and width to make a circle. Okay? Now we are done with our first component. And I hope that you didn't type the code with me. And I hope that you try to create this component with your own right now.